Most people believe change comes from effort, from pushing harder, from doing more, from forcing life to respond. They believe movement creates momentum, that struggle proves commitment, that pressure creates progress. But effort alone rarely creates transformation, because reality does not respond to strain. It does not bend to tension. It does not obey urgency. Reality responds to state. And the most powerful state is feeling. Effort feels natural to us because we are trained into it. We are taught that progress must be earned through struggle, through persistence, through sacrifice. We are praised for effort, conditioned to value exhaustion, taught that rest is dangerous. So when something doesn't change, we try harder, we push longer, we analyze more, we grip tighter. But effort often carries a hidden message, a quiet assumption beneath the action. I am not there yet. I am missing something. I need to fix this. That feeling of distance, that subtle sense of lack, is impressed upon the subconscious mind. And the subconscious does not respond to what you want. It responds to what you assume to be true. It responds to what feels normal, to what feels expected, to what feels familiar. Effort can improve skill. Effort can build technique. Effort can sharpen ability. But effort does not shift identity. And reality follows identity. Two people can take the same action, say the same words, follow the same steps, and receive completely different results. The difference is not what they do. It is not the method. It is not the technique. It is who they are being internally. Reality organizes itself around your inner position, around what you silently accept as true about yourself, about life, about what is possible. Ask yourself, are you acting from pressure or from quiet certainty? Are your actions driven by tension or by assumption? When action comes from pressure, life reflects resistance. Obstacles appear. Timing feels off. Effort multiplies. When action comes from assumption, life reflects coherence. Doors open naturally. Support appears without force. Movement feels smooth. This is not about doing nothing. It is about doing without inner conflict. When Neville Goddard spoke of feeling, he was not speaking of emotion. He was not speaking of excitement or enthusiasm or emotional highs. He meant the feeling of naturalness, the sense that something is already settled, already decided, already yours. Feeling is not excitement. Excitement tries to convince. Excitement seeks reinforcement. Excitement rises and falls. Feeling is familiarity. It is the quiet knowing, the calm expectation, the absence of doubt. When something feels familiar, the mind stops questioning it. It stops asking how. It stops asking when. It stops scanning for proof. And what the mind no longer questions, it allows. It no longer resists. It no longer contradicts. It no longer delays. This is why feeling changes reality. Not because it is emotional, but because it is consistent. Feeling removes inner contradiction. Trying keeps the mind alert. Trying watches results. Trying measures progress. Trying checks the outside world. Trying asks, is it working yet? Assumption rests. Assumption does not monitor. It does not chase signs. It does not negotiate with reality. When you assume something to be true, you stop asking when. You stop looking for confirmation. You stop adjusting your belief. The question dissolves because the answer feels complete. And a relaxed mind is the most receptive state. A relaxed mind does not defend itself. It does not argue with life. It does not brace for disappointment. Effort strains. Assumption allows. Effort tightens the grip. Assumption loosens it. Effort demands change. Assumption expects alignment. And reality always follows the path of least resistance. It follows feeling. Joseph Murphy explained that the subconscious mind accepts ideas through repetition and emotional tone, not through force, never through strain. The subconscious does not respond to pressure. It responds to atmosphere. Gentleness allows ideas to sink deeper. Softness opens the door. This is why calm moments, before sleep or just after waking, are powerful, because the mind is open and defenses are low. In those moments, you are not trying, you are allowing. When resistance is low, suggestion becomes reality. When the body is relaxed, the mind listens. What feels safe is accepted. What feels familiar is welcome. What feels natural becomes fact. You are not here to force outcomes. You were never meant to push life. You are here to choose states, to select a feeling and dwell in it. Effort tries to change the world. Effort argues with reality. Feeling allows the world to reorganize itself. Quietly, effortlessly. And the softer the inner movement, the calmer the assumption, the faster life responds. Because reality does not respond to words. It responds to feeling. And feeling is the key. Stay with that understanding without trying to use it. Do not turn it into effort. Do not turn it into technique. Let it remain simple. A feeling is not something you create with tension. It is something you allow yourself to rest in. There is no need to define it clearly. No need to hold an image. Just the quiet sense that all is well, that nothing is missing, that you are already positioned where life can move through you naturally. This is not passivity. It is alignment. It is cooperation with how the subconscious works. When you stop pushing, life begins adjusting. Small shifts appear first. A lighter mood, a calmer response, a subtle confidence. Not because circumstances changed, but because you did. And when the inner state changes, the outer world follows quietly, without announcement, without strain. You do not need to watch for results. You do not need to manage the process. Your only role is to remain familiar with the feeling, to return to it gently, again and again, without effort, like returning to a comfortable place. This is how assumptions stabilize. This is how states become natural. And what feels natural becomes permanent. So as you continue your day or move toward rest, let this feeling remain in the background, not focused on, not forced, simply present. Because when feeling leads, life follows. And when the feeling is calm, life becomes clear. Stay with the feeling. Let it guide quietly, and allow reality to respond in its own perfect way. Stay in the state. Thank you for choosing awareness. Lucentia Growth.